can't be that difficult. The washing machine, it's not working.
McCarthy stew.
It's like sour sauce.
Sour sauce?
What happens when two hard-working mums decide to down tools and go on strike for 3 days, leaving the house and children in the hands of their husbands? Which dad will cope best with the challenges mum has set? Will it be fashion victim Abdul, who spends more time on his looks than looking after the kids? Or muscle man Martin, who may be brilliant at bench pressing but is hopeless at housework? Our parenting advisor Anna Raeburn will be watching to see if they can make light work of the challenges ahead.
Dads often say, how hard can it be to stay at home with the children? Well, they're about to find out.
First, let's meet the Hussein family. Probation service worker Zina works full-time, but still has to spend about 20 hours a week on housework. Abby spends about the same amount of time doing his hair. Eldest son Sage is a bright lad with an eye for mischief. And Harris is a budding rock star with a hairdo to match. Abby cheerfully admits domestic chores aren't his thing, and when at home he's happiest in his chill-out room, alone.
When it comes down to housework or anything like that, he's very, very lazy.
I wouldn't say she nags, but she's always on my case about putting my shoes here, sorting my clothes out here.
In the morning, my dad is a bit grumpy and lazy.
Doing the hoover, doing that, and I just find that a bit too much.
He's got to look good all the time. He's got to be on top of everybody else, always competing against, I don't know, David Beckham, Brad Pitt.
I do like my clothes. I think it makes the person you are, it makes the character that you are, the way you dress and everything like that, and that's just me.
So before Zina packs her bags, what does Abby know about the family routine?
What does Sage and Harris always do before they go to bed?
Give them mum a kiss.
How many revision books do I have?
Don't know.
Who is my favourite teddy bear?
Don't know.
Who is Harris's teacher?
You set me up on those questions.
Oh dear, 1 out of 4. But Zina's not surprised and she's already writing her goodbye note.
Dear Abs, I've decided to go on strike so that you can see why I'm always so tired. For the next few days, as well as keeping the house clean, you need to look after Sage and Harris properly.
Come on, wake up, we're getting late.
That means getting their clothes ready for school and getting them up and fed in the morning. Curtains in Sage's room needs washing, as well as school uniforms.
You will also have to cook them lunch and dinner and make sure they get to religious classes and cry on time.
Clean the bathroom, including toilet.
Never cleaned the toilet before.
I am sure that it will be a piece of cake. Love, Zina.
And while Abby is left to cope alone, Zina is off to Alton Hall Luxury Spa, where, unknown to hubby, she'll be watching him 24/7. Back home, task 1 for Abdul is to make breakfast for Sage and Harris. As it's the first meal he has had to cook, he's sticking with his special.
We're having toast, beans and eggs.
But with only 20 minutes to go till school time, it looks like the boys aren't going to make it easy for him. Well, that looks just about edible. What do the kids think?
The breakfast is boring. There's new cooking time.
Listen, you can sell me on eBay next week.
You can't wait on short.
Sarge, will you go downstairs and finish your breakfast? Finish your breakfast, you're getting late.
Abby's finding being in charge isn't easy. And with all that mucking about, the boys are going to be late for school. For the first time ever.
I'll see you at lunchtime.
So, what does our expert make of Abdul's efforts so far?
Abdul didn't get off to a flying start. The boys were late for school, and that was down to him not being disciplined enough about the morning routine. But he doesn't appear to be bothered about it. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he manages as the sole parent.
Time to meet our second family, the McCarthys. Oldest child, Holly, is the sensible one of the four. Lily is high maintenance and used to getting her own way. Boys Luke and Ellis are a deadly duo who are both sports mad. Mum Nicola spends all her time cleaning up after them and struggling with 16 loads of washing a week. Dad Martin could lift 16 loads of washing, but he's never tried. He prefers lifting weights at the gym.
My mum looks after us most of the time.
My daddy sometimes helps.
I'm not a bad house husband. I'm not a Neanderthal. I'm not prehistoric.
I think I've got the hardest job because my job never stops. His job does.
Finish work around 5:30, 6 o'clock, clean up, and then we just have tea together as a family.
My life just constantly just revolves around my children and Martin. I don't have no time to myself.
I go to the gym every day, barring weekends.
I would like him to do a lot more in the house.
But I don't think there's anything I could help with, really.
So, before Nicola goes on strike, it's time to find out how much Martin knows about his family.
How many loads of washing do I do in a week?
Crikey. 21.
What nationality is my teacher?
Canadian.
What days do I go dancing?
Tuesday at 5:30.
What's his Lily school teacher called?
Pass.
Oh, that's another 1 out of 4. Looks like Martin's got his work cut out.
Dear Martin, I'm going on strike because all I do is run around after the children and clean the house all day long.
Right, boys, we're getting up.
As it's half term, the kids will need constant entertaining, so you will have to juggle keeping them occupied and the house clean and tidy, as I do. There's a load of washing to be tackled, and the school uniforms are wanting ironing for Monday. And don't think you can get away with Holly helping you, or she will go on strike too. Have fun, see you soon. Love, Nikki.
P.S. I've taken your trainers so you can't escape to the gym.
Wow, look at the size of
While Nicola chills out, Martin's first task is to get breakfast for the family.
Morning, son.
As it's half term, he's going to have to keep all 4 children fed and occupied all day. But he's off to a good start and he's feeling quietly confident.
I might set new standards, actually. You never know, do you?
My dad should show me the rules better.
Nicely said, son. Is that right for you, madam? Yeah? All right. I'll get moving up then.
It's outside in the alley.
You sure?
Martin's second task is to keep the house tidy. Once he manages to find a plug socket, he takes the vacuum cleaner for a spin. One of Martin's biggest challenges is to keep on top of all the washing generated by 4 very active children. Rather cleverly, he's putting the first load in straight away.
Away. Job's finished.
Ah, that looks like whites mixed with colours, Martin. And isn't there something you've forgotten?
Martin says he's going to set new standards, but I'd like to see him pay attention to the basics first, like powder in the washing machine, perhaps?
Coming up, Martin makes a hash of the cooking.
Tastes like sour sauce.
Sour sauce.
And the ironing. And Abby gets to grips with his hair but chooses chilling out over chores.
Oh my God, I don't believe that.
Dads Abby and Martin are struggling to juggle kids and chores. They've got 3 days to prove they can fill their wives' shoes. Meanwhile, hard-working mums Zena and Nicola are on strike, relaxing at a luxury spa. Abby's wife Zena is enjoying being pampered and secretly spying on her husband. With Sage and Harris at school till lunch, Abby is free to tackle task number 2, cleaning the bathroom. But first he has his outfit to plan. Shouldn't take too long.
I think you need to wear the right clothes. Definitely. I think the clothes make the person. If I put something on that I don't like, I'm just going to be grumpy for the rest of the day. But if I put something on that I like, I'll be smiling.
Obviously got the blue top out, but you know, he had to go with the black one.
15 minutes later and the transformation should be complete.
I thought I'd clean the bathroom now. It's a good time.
He doesn't look as comfortable choosing cleaning products as he did choosing his clothes.
I always clean the bathroom, as you can see, because...
Yeah, right, OK. That's why you're reading everything.
I think I found the right product to clean the bathroom with.
You can't say he hasn't been thorough.
What's he using? The bathroom sponge?
He's even got time for a quick mirror check and a wipe of the toilet cleaner.
The most frightening thing in doing this is knowing that if I get it right and if I get it perfect, then I think it's going to be something that she's going to want all the time.
Too right.
But there's one thing he always finds time to get perfect. His hair.
I don't think I've really spent that long in the bathroom this morning. Another 10 minutes and I'll be done.
Meanwhile, across town, our other dad, Martin, now seems to have mastered the laundry.
It's not rocket science, is it?
Chores done, time for a bit of half-term fun for the family. Martin's never taken all 4 children out for the day before, so he's enlisted the help of another dad.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
I doing all right? That finger is in that hole there.
Are you off?
Of course I am.
They're all going tobogganing. Well, nearly all of them.
How come Martin's not doing it then?
Lily, put your legs up front. Put your legs at the front, princess. Nice one. Keep it going like this all day long, they'll be shattered, so have a pint later then, won't I?
After all that exercise, they've worked up an appetite. Time for lunch.
You can sit round the round table. Cheers. Cheers, big ears. We'll have on the mains a soup of the day and potato skins.
Yep, and for your main meals.
Spaghetti bolognese.
Yep.
And a calzone siciliano, please.
Martin and his mate order main courses for everybody, but the 2 dads are also having starters.
Be warm in there.
Here we go.
Lovely, thank you.
Enjoy your starter.
Thank you. Lily, you hungry?
And while the dads tuck in, the hungry kids are left to draw and watch them eat.
It's coming. It's coming now. See you now, look.
Put some ketchup down for you.
The children have to wait another 20 minutes before their meals arrive.
Pepperoni pizza.
Nice, Lily.
Back at home, the whole family are relaxing. Some more than others.
Looks tired.
Nikki would probably do some unnecessary cleaning to feel those sheds, but I think the general ones, depends how long the kids have been in the house or whatever, you know, so we've been out most of the day today. So, yeah, it's tired, isn't it?
I'm not sure Nicola would agree with you about that, Martin.
Oh, look at the state of that. I would fancy him doing bathroom like that.
And how do the children rate their dad's efforts?
Well, Dad's trying his best, really. See, men ain't got that power that women have, that because women love cleaning, men don't.
Some women don't.
So my dad's doing really good.
I don't think you'll ever catch the women of the house agreeing with you there, son.
Martin planned a nice day out with the children, but he would have got more points if he'd joined in on the dry ski slope instead of watching from the sidelines. Just one important omission. When you take kids out to eat and you order starters, make sure their food comes when your food comes. Hungry children eat first, adults wait.
Back at the Hussein household, Abby's in his chill-out room, doing just that. But what does wife Zina think about this?
Yeah, just as expected.
This?
This is like Abby. There's mess everywhere. Let's not put it away.
And this.
Oh my God, I don't believe that. That's what I'd do. I would clean all this mess.
Well, Abby seems quite pleased with himself.
There's a bit in here that actually stated in the letter that she left me that the house needs to be clean and tidy, which it is. Needs to look after the boys, which I am doing. That's it. I think so far so good today.
So he's abandoned the housework, but at least it's to spend quality time with Sage and Harris.
Oh, they went bowling.
Oh, brilliant shot. Awesome. Yes.
Yes, that's what they need, a bit of gentle encouragement.
The best thing I think you can do is, instead of trying being a father to your children, is be the friend and have a friendly relationship. It works out a lot better. They're a lot more open with you as well. Watch this. Watch it. The way I'd like to be with my boys is the way that I actually am. And there's no father-son sort of thing in there. You know, we're just boys hanging out, having a good time.
Looks like a good time has been had by all.
Cheers.
Now, having fed them nothing but eggs all day, what has Super Chef Abby got planned for dinner?
Oh God, he's actually ordered. I knew you would. I knew you wouldn't cook.
It's been a good day.
Yeah.
Been a good day, yeah? Enjoyed it.
Abdul seems to take the position that he should be his children's friend and not their father. That's not what children need, and it places an unfair burden on one parent to do the disciplining. Children have got all sorts of friends. They've only got you as their parents.
Day 2 for Abby, and his first task is to visit Sage's teacher to check on his progress at school.
He's quite a confident boy, so he's got the basics there to be able to cope with it.
I just wanted to know if there was anything that we need to look out or anything that we can help him on.
He's got his homework, so one thing I would do is make sure that he does his homework and just sort of like offer friendly advice. Do you want me to look at it when you've done it?
Sounds like good advice, Abby. Back home, he's tackling lunch, and it's fair to say that he's taking the easy option.
But the good one's in and gets back.
Yeah, to clean all your rubbish up.
So I'll have to continuously do this.
God, he hasn't cooked again and they're eating sandwiches again. And the boys are drinking fizzy pop. They don't normally have that.
And the boys' unbiased view on their dad's efforts?
Dad's been okay for the last 2 days.
Been awesome.
Yeah, okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Seriously.
Awesome.
Cool.
The minute. Awesome.
Give him money, go on.
Good doing business for you. Have you got any homework?
2 sheets
Have you hid him? You've hid him? Where?
in the drop.
Is that the new hiding place then? Good. At least you've told somebody.
Abdul has a bright child, but he still needs encouragement to finish his homework. And even if you can't help with the homework, showing that you take seriously the efforts that they make helps bright children to fulfill their potential.
Back at the McCarthy household, Martin is trying to get ahead by preparing tonight's meal well in advance. He's decided on a rather unusual stew.
This is a corned beef hash, but non-traditional style. So in there, there's already I roasted some potatoes this morning.
It's done his roast potatoes already.
Parsnips, shallots, and some onions.
It sounds like Dick Lewis Smith. At 1:40, I've had it on.
Not something many will recognise from Delia's How to Cook series, and I'm not sure the soy sauce will help.
McCarthy stew, we could call it, couldn't we?
So, cooking sorted, the next job is the ironing.
Right, where's the water go? What's going on, is it?
So he's known how to put the water in the iron, which is pretty good.
You'll never get through that lot, will he?
Some of the uniforms that need ironing.
I've never seen him iron before. It's doing all right, actually.
Is yours? Like creases and what?
What?
Like creases and
No.
Is that in his own jeans then, for once?
And just when he was getting the hang of it...
that's that. That might be the end of my ironing days, that. I think.
The ironing board trauma has left Martin exhausted, but Nicola's keeping him on his toes.
Hi, love. Please could you get a present for Lily's friend's party? Invitation on the side of the kitchen. Thanks. Right, the kids, come on.
The family arrive at the shops to search for a present for Lily's little friend. Not sure you'll find it in the sports shop, Martin. And Lily's not impressed.
He takes the boys shopping, doesn't go with me and the girls.
Claire? Claire's now. Claire. I know exactly what I want, and boys know what they want, whereas girls seem to just meander a little bit, so I wouldn't normally do this now.
But Lily's not giving up.
You get that? Hey? What do you want to buy? Your friend? That. Well, let me get that. What else?
She's under pressure to make up her mind.
What else? Braiding kit. Right, get those three things for her, right? You want one as well? Oh, no, that one. Put that one back then. Hair braids. Right, yeah, look, have those, please.
Job done, but now Martin's a man on a mission.
Listen, yeah, we'll come back for that another time. We're going to another shop down here.
He's after a romantic welcome home present for the missus.
Got some, I got it. Cheers. Okay. Ta-da. I'm not going to use it. Like a welcoming home present. Wrapped up. Welcome home, Nicky. Look what we've got you. We've missed you that much. There you are.
It's been a busy day for the McCarthy family, and it's time for dinner.
He's going to get his corned beef hash out now, see what's been cooking.
Whatever for dinner can't be fast.
Daddy style. Hey?
Martin's chuffed with his stew, but will it satisfy 4 hungry children?
Quite nice.
You like it?
I like the gravy stuff. Tastes like sour sauce.
Sour sauce?
Yeah, because there's put soy sauce in.
Might be parsnip.
They put
Parsnips in it. Do you like it though? Do them bring it back? You want it?
I don't like it. Apple juice.
Oh dear, even his most loyal supporter thinks Dad's made a hash of it.
They look absolutely shattered.
It's a constant duty, which is not, you're not doing to get paid, you're doing because it's part of just getting everybody right, you know. So I think yeah, it's an unthankful task, I think. I've always respected Nicola's duties as a wife and mother, domestic engineer, but I think you start to realise what is involved. It's not as easy as you think, you know. So possibly there might be some changes slightly. I think I might start taking a few duties off her.
Coming up, Martin finds a novel way to deal with the ironing.
I'll put them in the garage.
And Abby gets beaten by the washing machine.
Check the fuse, it's not working. No washing.
I don't believe this.
2 days ago, Dads Abby and Martin were left to handle the ups and downs of family life, while their partners Zena and Nicola went on strike. Now it's tea for 2 at the spa.
I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah.
Because I've had my feet up, relaxing.
It's just chilling out.
At the Hussein house, Abby has one last task, washing some curtains. But unable to work out which ones his wife wants done, he's washing the wrong ones.
They've always been here in the wash basket.
It's not even them who wanted washing.
Marvellous.
They want binning.
And got to be straightforward. It can't be that difficult. It says whites on there, so obviously those are white, and you've got to put it with the whites. Number 2. The washing machine. It's not working.
Just something to do with maybe a fuse.
Surely you're not going to let a fuse beat you, Abby?
Check the fuse, it's not working. No washing.
After 2 days being half-hearted with the household chores, how does big kid Abby rate his stint in his wife's shoes?
I went into this thinking, you know, that it's always about I'm doing this, I'm doing the hoovering, I'm doing the cooking, I'm doing the cleaning, I'm sorting the kids out. And I'm sure all the guys out there know exactly what I'm talking about. So I thought, fine, it can be done. And I've done it. I've done it in my own time. I've done it in my own way. I don't think Zina will be proud of me. I think she'll think he's done really, really well. Why can't he do it all the time? It's been easy. It's been easy. Maybe I should do a bit more, but I don't know.
48 hours into the challenge, but our second dad, Martin, hasn't managed to keep on top of the chores. So what's his excuse?
I think with having 4 kids, the domestic chores, albeit they're to be done, you know, the kids come first and they've wanted some attention as well, so...
But that still leaves the ironing, doesn't it?
So Nicola's going to be in for a disappointing shock when she comes back to find there's a pile, if not higher than when she left, so she's not getting done in ironing. I think I'm probably going to bag it up, bin line it up and hide it. And that's going to be the solution to this today.
And with his wife due back in the afternoon, he'd better get his skates on.
I'm sure she'll be happy with that. I'll put them in the garage.
It's the last day of the challenge, and before the mums return home, both dads have a chance to meet up and compare notes.
Martin, hi, this is Lily, Luke, Holly, Ellis. You see any your eyes of what acting he's doing, doesn't it, on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, but we've been onward with it all, haven't we?
Yeah.
But we survived, that's the main thing.
That's the one, yeah.
Oh, we did it.
But what will their other halves think of the state of their homes? Time for Zina to make a little inspection.
You see this? Now, this is the result of Abby. You know, he'll just put his hands in it, use it, and then just throw it back at me. Nothing changes. The hoover hasn't been done. This is a real mess. I don't normally have it like that. This is how it's supposed to be done. Look at this. Watch. It's meant for you. Half of eating chocolate bar. He's obviously made sandwiches, yeah? He hasn't even wiped them, he's just put them back. Dust. What a surprise. That's absolutely disgusting. Look at the state of the floor. Amazing. Hey!
It's called love.
Is it? You miss me? Yeah.
What are you doing the vac for?
Well, why do you think?
It's done.
So, guys, what have you been eating?
Eggs.
Eggs?
Eggs and lentils.
Is that it?
I feel all emotional now.
You're in bed
I just need to go to sleep for a bit.
So, do you want me to come off strike?
So will you come off strike then?
Is that how you talk to me? Say it nicely.
Please, you go off strike. I need to get some sleep.
OK. Seeing as though you said it so nicely. And you have worked.
So what about our second dad? Nicola's home to rate Martin's progress.
Look at my curves. Oh, God. The cushions aren't being put right. Papers are still out. Oh, things out and it's all sticky.
Let's just hope she doesn't look in the garage.
It's fine. I can't believe it's done that. Thanks and don't bunch, Martin. Hello. Yeah. Oh, you missing it?
You got your toys out, Callum?
Yeah.
Hey. So, are you going to come off straight then and come back?
Depends if you're going to... Are you going to do the school uniforms then? Are you going to iron the school uniforms for Monday?
Yeah, if you want, then tomorrow. I've 2 cars to wash and I'll do that.
Right, is that all right with you guys?
Yeah.
Lily?
I think both dads have learned a great deal over the last couple of days. The boys have had a lot of fun, but Abdul has had all sorts of difficulties, and I think it's fair to say that he wouldn't want to take over his wife's role for any length of time. Martin started out thinking he was going to set new standards for running the house and taking care of the kids, and wound up hiding the ironing in the garage. But I'm hoping he is going to help his wife more in future, and for that reason, he's my dad of the day.
Nicola! I've been awarded a certificate for being a multitasker and performing general shows. That means I'm now going on strike. I've got genuine bona fide pass. That's me first. You'll put that up on well for me. I'm going.
Up there.
Right. I've got my key.